What I like about your approach to bad explanations is that they're not only false, but they disturb your ability to even make progress or to find out what are good explanations.
Actually, that definition is what I call bad philosophy.
Okay.
So bad philosophy
is a subset of bad
yes,
explanations.
it is a subset of bad explanations.
Okay, so tell me about bad philosophy.
Bad philosophy is false philosophy is not harmful. In fact, error is the standard state of human knowledge. We can expect to find error everywhere, including in the theories that we think that we most cherish as true. But there has grown up, especially since the Enlightenment, ironically, since good explanations have begun to take over, bad explanations have become worse, and bad philosophy has dominated the field of philosophy for many decades. Bad philosophy is philosophy whose effect is to close off the growth of knowledge in that field. So it's the kind of thing that says not just so-and-so is true when in fact it is false, but you mustn't think about so-and-so, or it's bad to investigate so-and-so.
What's an example? Logical positivism?
Logical positivism is a prime example of a bad philosophy.
Which restricts your ability to even address questions as meaningless because it's not either sense data or logic or something like that.
Exactly right. So it's saying that trying to understand what the physics is of unobserved objects is unscientific, according to positivism. Now, that means really that it's trying to reduce us to an anthropocentric worldview, rather like the medieval worldview, because it's saying that the only things that are worthy of study are human experiences. But of course, human experiences are themselves to be understood in terms of unexperienced things like neurons. Mm-hmm. So the whole philosophy collapses, and in addition, it declares itself to be meaningless, because this distinction that it draws applies to itself as well, and rules out positivism as a worthy subject of study.
What are other examples of bad philosophy? The
ones that are closest to my mind are the ones that have impinged on physics. So logical positivism was one example of that. But when in recent times, statistical analysis of experimental results has started to use terminology that assumes that certain things will never be worth studying. So, for example, the very term explanation has come to mean a mathematical formula. They say a mathematical formula explains the results. But since the results are anthropocentric and they are not reality, they're just a tiny sliver of reality through which we are trying to understand the unobserved reality, this idea that a formula is an explanation prevents real explanations from being discovered. They are ruled illegitimate.
So it's almost not just circular reasoning, but it confines you within an area that you're unable to get out of.
Yes.